Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of All the Mod 6 with Voluminous Energy. And in this episode, I've done some things off camera, as you can see. There are some definite changes over here, with the addition of the door here, doors here, and this path that wasn't here before. Yeah, so I've done some things off camera, obviously. And so after our mining excavation, or our mining misadventure, I guess you could call it, where basically we were mining down here with the cavern that kind of extended off of the dungeon that was in the ground. And we found that there was that large lava cavern that kind of made this area, not feasible for low Y-level mining, unless we really scope out the, the size and go around it. So basically off camera, I've went to the village here and I haven't really started strip mining, but I basically have a location that I'm kind of starting to mine now. I found a mine shaft in this area as well, which is kind of where I died from mobs, because one of the quark adds these red spawners that spawn a lot of mobs. And I've got some interesting things from the mobs that were spawned from that spawner, and the spawner disappears after. But yeah, so I've been mining. The red rock is mostly from mining here, since we're in a Red Rock Highland mountain, this Red Rock mountain here. And some just cobblestone and stuff from there. This is some of the organics. We got our first hemp, and so this is kind of where I'm looking at to place the base, rather than just, I might want to convert this spawner here to some sort of mob farm, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that. Obviously, there's also the option with this one, because this one's literally right beside that one. It's kind of like the whole, yeah, there's a third one underground as well. But that's kind of like the whole thing. I might do something with that, because this path here, if you remember the path that we mined very early on in the series, yeah, this just connects to that. So this is, if we look up here, that's the entrance to the actual dungeon in the hill. And yeah, that's just what we dug out before. So this is kind of where I'm going to use this as a base. The only thing is we can't go wide, because this is basically as far as I can go to this side. Because if we look at it from here, yeah, this red rock here, this is like the last one. It does extend out a little bit, but yeah, you can see there's not that much on the width. That's kind of like the whole thing about this thin section here, is that it's not wide. But because it's a mountain, we could scale up and we can scale down, right? So we can go up and down, and it's still going to be wide enough to do basic tasks. And the nice thing is, the red rock, looks pretty decent, and when you mine it, you don't get cobblestone, you get red rock, so you don't have to, if I mine something, I can place it back in without having to cook it in a furnace or something, because it doesn't have some sort of cobblestone equivalent, right? It's not red cobble. You get red rock, and you can put the red rock back. So that's really good for building, compared to like a normal stone underground base, because now I don't have to worry about stripping out the floors and stuff as well, which is, I guess, kind of lazy. But if I put some accent stuff, that should, spice it up a little bit. But we're not that fortunate yet to get there. And also, I want to do mine colonies. I think I've said that before. And one of the things that I kind of want to do that I think is kind of cool is to have kind of like a split village kind of thing, where you have like a northern bit and a southern bit. And so having the base sandwiched in between the two areas, right? So this would be the south end, and this would be the northern end. Having the base sandwiched between those two areas, I think, would be pretty cool. And would be pretty flexible if we have some stuff on the north and some stuff in the south, since I wouldn't be my base would be out of the way, because it would be in the mountain, so the mountain would have been in the way anyways, if you know what I mean. Right? Because I'm not going to tear down the mountain, or I'm not going to try to build buildings to tear down the mountain. And so I don't know, it just makes, to me, it makes a lot of sense putting it in the mountain, because you just carve out the rooms that you need. It doesn't get in the way if we want to do mine colonies. And so I think it's just a win-win in general. Yeah, too bad mine colonies, they don't really have anything based on the red rock, since red rock is added by big. But we could do like acacia stuff, since literally we're right, there's the northern end here is going to be a savanna, and the southern end is a red desert. So I'm not sure if there's like red sandstone stuff, but like even if we wanted to do normal sandstone, there's like a desert to the west, there's a desert to the east, although the desert on the east, this is a little bit of a mountainy area here. So this one's more accessible, but yeah, the savanna to the north I think is going to be decent place to expand. Yeah, I just think the split idea for mine colonies is going to be pretty good, since it's going to be a little bit more strange compared to what you normally see, or I guess unique, right? Because usually you don't see a big mountain separating a village in half. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking on the mine colonies front. So I did say that I went mining off camera, and the majority of the loot that I have is actually upstairs. So I'm actually just going to show you what I was talking about here. So I'm going to go to the dungeon because this still has the stuff here. So we have over a stack of iron. Yeah, this is something that was dropped by the mobs that was spawned by the spawner thing. And this is you can see this is infested stone bricks. So this is going to spawn silverfish. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they dropped that, but they dropped it, and I picked it up, so it's here in the chest now. Yeah, I got a zombie head as well from one of the zombies. I don't know if it was a bunch of zombies and a couple other mobs, but yeah. Otherwise, so we have a bunch of iron, so we can start getting into tech in this episode. And yeah, I also mined up some nickel, osmium. We have 12 osmium. We have lead, tin, aluminum, zinc, and copper. And we also have raw bauxite. And yeah, as you know, in 0.2, we switched over to using raw ores now. So it's raw bauxite instead of bauxite ore like in the previous versions. And, I guess that doesn't really match what all the mods is doing, but let's spawn out here. But to be honest, in 1.17, once we start having once Forge comes out for 1.17 and we have 1.17 mods, I expect this to be more or less standard, because vanilla doesn't really do ores anymore like this anymore. This is kind of a older system, and that's mainly so that to balance out the fairness with a fortune, right? Because you can't get fortune from the ore blocks, and smelting it's not exactly fair in the furnace. But that's just something that's going to happen in the future. So this is kind of forward looking, and I know there's also other mods that is even in this mod pack that do this. Yeah, so Silent Gear, for example, they do this now, right? With like crimson iron. Yeah, crimson iron, which I think is a nether ore. This now, when you mine this these days, it gives you raw crimson iron, and you can see this is very similar to the raw bauxite texture, because this is just a color change from one of the vanilla textures. I think it's the iron texture that's uses this shape, and then it's recolored. So yeah, that's probably what you're gonna see quite a bit of that. And this is the same thing for the azure silver here. So raw azure silver, which looks almost like the amethyst blocks, I think, that they added in 1.17. But yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, I don't want to get too far off track. So I was talking about, yeah, so we have the iron and a bunch of other materials that we got when I was mining off camera in the desert here, because, this place, I don't think is really suitable for low Y level mining. especially what we saw from last episode. So I'm gonna look at. We need to get into tech, and obviously, you know, this is a Voluminous Energy Let's Play, so we're gonna do Voluminous Energy. So yeah, how do we start with Voluminous Energy? Well, we're gonna need a primitive Stirling generator if we really want to do anything. And so the first goal is to kind of get ore doubling as quickly as possible. So that is meaning that we need to focus on the crusher. So that's at least 9 plus 2 plus 4 iron. So yeah, that's going to be quite a bit of iron, right? That we're going to have to start with. And we're going to also need a Stirling generator, right? So that's more iron. Not necessarily as bad as the crusher. And then complementary to this is going to be the blast furnace, the primitive blast furnace. And this is going to be mainly for like fuel doubling, because if we put in coal, because, you know, early game you run on coal, you put in coal and you can basically double that with coke, right? So yeah, that's kind of, you know, the main purpose here. So, you know, let's just see what we have here. So we have 9 plus 2 plus 4, just doing some math here, plus 4, and then for, what is it? This is going to be 6 plus 4. So this is going to be 6 plus 4 times 2. So we're talking about like 29 iron at the moment. So I'm just trying to do the bare minimum that we need for ore doubling, and we're already at nighttime again. So we're going to need 29. So let's put in 29 iron without ore doubling. And I'm also going to need more coal. So let's do this for now. Still not quite enough. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to sleep. Okay, it's not nighttime. It's actually an eclipse. So that's done by astral sorcery. Okay. There you go. There's the full eclipse right there. There you go. That's pretty cool. It's not super common, but yeah, it gives the impression of nighttime. Yeah. Because I believe mobs can spawn if they haven't already. And is that? I think that's a skeleton over there. But yeah, pretty cool. Furnace is still chugging along. It's still a bit slow, so I guess this is like the most entertaining part. And you can see it's starting to light up the sky now as the eclipse is slowly ending here. There you go. I don't think I'm gonna. There's a spider over there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do astral in this Let's Play. Personally, I'm not a huge magic person in the first place, but yeah, we're gonna be definitely doing some tech stuff, especially for Voluminous Energy. That's kind of the whole point of this Let's Play. So yeah, now the sky's starting to come back. Everything's starting to go back to daytime now out here. The sun is now half exposed. And yeah, this is kind of slow, you know. Using those electric furnaces and gas furnaces with the quartz multipliers, you kind of forget how slow vanilla smelting. Actually, in vanilla they have the blast furnace, which is substantially faster. I think it's like 50% faster than the traditional furnace. That's like, yeah, I think that's the case. Yeah, oh yeah, create. Yeah, we don't have actually kinetic stress impact high. I feel like that's new on those tooltips. I haven't looked at create for a couple months. Yeah, mine colonies, assistant cook. I don't know how useful that is. Rutile, you can see here, yeah, no integration for crate. Okay, what was I getting at? I wanted I don't really remember what I was looking for here, other than waiting for all of this to. I think we're gonna be fine with the coal, but there's a werewolf. So crusher is 9 iron first of all. So if we start crafting with the crusher plus a gear, and that leaves us with 4. So we're gonna need some stone, which I think I left at over there. I don't really want to use the redstone in case I want to use it for building, or the red rock. Yeah, I don't have bread. I think I ate all my bread. Let's see here. Let's move that coal up stairs. Yeah, here's the cobblestone that I was looking for, and let's bring it up to the dungeon room. Okay, so more progress here. Okay, so I wanted to make 2 gears, I think. 2 stone gears. Let's see the crusher again. Okay, and we're gonna have to grab flint. The primitive, this is this for the furnace, plus I don't want to do that iron gear. I want to do voluminous energy iron gear. Okay, so let's do the primitive Stirling generator then. And then the crusher means we have to get more iron again, which is 1 gear. Do we need... Yeah, we need 1 gear, so I'll just do that right now. Okay. And yeah, so that should actually be everything to get. Let's see here. Let's see if my math is correct. It is. Okay, so we just need 3 flint. So... Okay, so we're gonna need to... What's the best way to get flint? Other than, like, mining gravel over and over again. I don't have flint dust. This is, yeah, too advanced. Because I don't have a... I'm not at the point to get a centrifugal separator. Yeah. Quartz grindstone. Yeah, I think we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. If we have some gravel. Otherwise, I'm going to have to actually go out and find some gravel. That's rocky stone. Actually, okay, so if we didn't have it upstairs, that actually might mean we don't even have gravel. So let's go and check what's in the dungeon room here. It's turning nighttime again. Okay, so we have a single block of gravel, which is not going to cut it. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. So let's just sleep here and turn it back into daytime. And I'm going to have to go get some more gravel. Because, you know, I need flint. So, and I think most of the time you get gravel back. Unless they changed it. And that's kind of concerning. Is it when I stare at you? These guys have wings. Just not something I like to see. They don't burn in the sun. Have wings. That's, you know. Which mod has that? Because we don't have the vampires in mod. Yeah, look at that guy fly. He's going to come right at us. Yeah, look at that. Is the... No, one probe is working. He's clearly trying to come for us. What mod are you from? Ars Novu, Wilden Stalker. Yeah, those magic mods always make my life hell. He doesn't even take fall damage. Yeah, I have no food. There we go. He doesn't even drop anything. These magic mods, they're really, you know, if you don't want to deal with them, they're actually a pain in the butt because they just make your life more difficult with, like, no reward at all. If you don't want to deal with their mod. Like, it is kind of frustrating Because if you look at the tech mods, right, if you don't want to get into those mods, they don't really like harass you that much. Maybe you could argue thermal with some of the mobs that thermal adds, like the Blizz or whatever it's called. But like magic mods, like Thumbcraft and that kind of stuff, if you're not a magic mod person and that's installed in a mod pack, it's just like making your experience more difficult, kind of just punishing you for not getting into the mod. There you go. There we got our first flint. So it's kind of annoying, and you know, something that I think magic mod developers they don't really think about it. They don't really think about their mod being integrated into like a mod pack environment where there's people that don't actually deal with their mod a lot of the time. And I don't always just want to, remove a mod, but like it is kind of annoying that because like even if I want to get into a magic mod down the line, for example, it is annoying that I have to deal with the mobs and stuff all the time, right? Let me consolidate the flesh. So that's just kind of a little rant there. Let's cook up some of these potatoes, because that's kind of the point with potatoes, is to those are pillagers. I'm not sure why they're here, because there's no village in sight. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they're here. The outpost is up here. The village is over here. That's the local village. There's like no village closer than this one. They gone now? No, I think they're right there. I'm not sure what these guys are about. I need to get better armor, honestly. And yeah, I need to get better armor and stuff. And weapons. Because this is no joke. Are they still over there? I can't see. It's too pixelated. And I don't think this is going to come out on video very well either, with all the compression. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that was about, but there were pillagers there. And they might still be there. I just don't think I can see them. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, if it was... I don't really know why they were here either. I don't think pillagers, like, raid your base. I don't think that's how that mechanic is supposed to work. I thought they were supposed to raid villages. Okay, and flint is a material. I don't think it's that great of material for tinkerers. But yeah, getting back on point, flint, because that's kind of what we need, is flint. Did I turn the volume way too low? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see what happened to these pillagers. If they're still here or if they're just gone. But they were here like a moment ago. Maybe they just despawned. I'm not sure what the game was doing there. But I think they're gone now, because they were like right over here. And I just see bees. Yeah. Yeah, there's the oil geyser over here. And the slime island that's in the ocean. Yeah, otherwise I don't really see anything. Let's see if we have anything other than gravel. We have salt from mechanism. That's just lying around over here. A bunch of squids, which is great for the ink sacks, which are useful for black dye. And I'm not seeing gravel. I'm seeing a lot of sand and dirt. And that might be gravel, actually. No, is that clay? I think that's clay. Yeah, so I have clay before I have gravel. Oh, that's definitely gravel. Over here. I'm not sure if I really want to... let's just vein mine this. It's a lot of... It's kind of a hole in the ocean, but... Okay, so we have basically a stack of gravel, and we got 6 flint. Yeah, that's fine. That hole's not a big deal. Oh, there's actually more gravel over here that we could have dug up. But yeah, 6 flint should be good enough, and we have free insects, so I'm just gonna grab that because I guess these guys bumped each other onto land or something. So we got 3 plus a tentacle. Which, can you cook these? Can you cook this? You can. Not bad. Compost from my colonies in the composter's hut. Compositor's hut? Nah, it's definitely composter's hut. Might be compositor's hut. Is a person who does compost a compositor? I'm not sure. I know there's some things that are like, some words that are like that they change the pronunciation like that. Yeah, this is just sort of flat area. Got like a little like flat zone up there on top of that like red rock area. Yeah, get nice. This is a nice kind of like ocean beachfront, honestly, on this red desert. A bit lower elevation here, and otherwise mostly fine. Yeah, the village is over there, and the mountain ends over here. So this is like how you would get around. It's the same like is that cherry tree I think that we saw earlier when I was showing how you could like just go from when we were coming from the village. We could just go from the back. So yeah, because I haven't given the southern end of this mountain range that much love other than from the beginning. But yeah, this is just how it looks from down here. So I'll just run back, and there's some grass patches in here from the Red Rock area. Like this counts as Red Rock Lowlands, but it actually blends really nicely with the Red Desert, which is actually really nice. I'm not sure if it's because of that area there. Like you can see here, this has the coarse dirt spawning on top, but over there and even over here you can see, yeah, Red Rock Lowlands. And this is Red Rock Mountains. Yeah, the lowlands apparently spawn with Red Desert, and I think there might be different options because, yeah, this is like those grassy patches. There's like another one over there, but like sometimes you see they have coarse dirt, sometimes they have like trees and stuff, but other times they have red sand spawning on them. So, a pretty interesting mix. Yeah, I guess I should eat some more baked potatoes because I'm really quickly running out of food here. You know, I need to expand the farm. I think I've said that a few times at this point. Oh yeah, I actually can cook the tentacle for more food. But yeah, I really don't know what those pillagers were doing over there because the outpost is there. I've said that a billion times at this point. And yeah, I should really expand the potatoes. That one's not grown. We have quite a bit of carrots, which carrots are not as nutritional, but they're here. Okay, so let's get back to the dungeon and finish up the crusher so that we can start getting ore doubling up and running, since that would be pretty nice. So let's go ahead and run over there. Okay, so I'm back at the dungeon room, and it's turning nighttime, as you may have noticed already. So I'll just quickly sleep again. And yeah, so I'm just going to finish up the crusher that I was planning to do. So let's do that right now. So now we have our first piece of tech. I'm not really sure if I want to do that here, but I'm gonna put in at least one piece of coal. So this is just 40 FE per tick, and we're charging this. So I'm gonna put in my iron ore in here, crush it up, and yep. Probably gonna need another piece of coal. But I do want to get fuel doubling. At least with coal, there's fuel doubling. And that is going to be conversion to coal coke, right? Because we can easily convert to coal coke with the primitive blast, which the primitive blast is, I think, 6. Is 5 or 6? 5. Plus another furnace, which we have a cobblestone to make another furnace. Let's do that right now. And yeah, so that's 8 iron dust. So now we can do the same smelting as before. I just need 1 piece of coal because 8, I don't need to break that down. We got the perfect amount. And then we can get our fuel doubling. So now we're just going to switch over to burning that last piece. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is, you know, slow speed, vanilla kind of thing. We still have, there we go. Yeah. Wow, so we're just at 3 now. So yeah, definitely taking its time, but that's just because processing with no boosts, you know, slow. Okay, so we're almost done here. There we go. Now we have the 6th piece, so now I can go ahead and make that primitive blast furnace for fuel doubling. So we can do that right over here. So I can basically put in, I don't want to put in all my coal, but I can put in a couple pieces and get coal coke out on the other end, which is pretty cool. And now we effectively have fuel doubling, basically. So that doesn't double the generation rate, as you probably know. That's just going to double the amount of ticks that we have per fuel item that we put in there. Crusher's still going ham with processing the coal coke, or not coal coke. It's processing the iron to iron dust. So this is 16. So let's grab 16 just for perfect ratio here, and then we have 6 left. So I'll just break this down so that we have perfect ratio there. Excellent. And yeah, I guess I can just keep shoving this in here, grabbing the iron that comes out, because I mean there's nothing really else to do. Oh, I should also process tentacle once I'm finished processing all this iron, just so I have something else to eat other than carrots. Do I still have the hoe? I still do have this hoe over here. And I probably... Do we have more wheat? Because there's 2 pieces of wheat there. Yeah, I actually... one of the things that I should be doing next is... let's put at least 14 in here for now to get that processed. Yeah, so let's get more stuff going on here with food process. Okay, that wasn't a smart idea to just throw the crafting table when I had it open. But yeah, I want to, I guess, start focusing on expanding the farm. So yeah, we should be able to do that now. I do have enough iron. I was going to make a bucket here. And I'm thinking about making an iron hoe, but the hoe that we have should be good enough. I'm going to take this axe just in case it's useful. What is the... It's about noon. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we have a sleeping bag anyway, so it's not like it matters that much. But yeah, let's go check out... yeah, this area is not that used yet because I haven't moved everything down here, which I will do that eventually, probably sooner rather than later. But right now, I want to go over here and kind of see what we're gonna do here with this kind of little area down here. There's another water pocket down here. Yeah. But, can I even get up here? There you go. But, basically, I guess we can grab some of these poppies and move them out of here. But basically, I want to turn this into a kind of a farming area here. For now, at least. So, let's mine some of this up. And expand the farm. The shovel's gone. I didn't bring any wood. That sucks. But, yeah, this is going to be a little bit messy. So I guess the potatoes, this should still be enough to expand the potato farm. Yeah. Carrots, I don't really want more carrots. I just know that I need carrots for mine colonies, and I'm not sure how farming is going to work in mine colonies either. I don't really have more of... How much seeds do we... We only got 2 more. So, 1 here, and let's plant another one here. We got clay here, and it looks like more clay down there as well. Possibly related to this clay pocket. But, yeah, I wanted to expand out the farm. This is going to be not exactly clean farm, but this is probably going to be filled in one day when we start doing mine colonies, and we're going to do it in this area, because this river is kind of, like, in the way. I know this river is kind of supposed to be, like, a river that's supposed to segment savanna from the red rock biome, but the river is kind of dried up, if you know what I mean. Like, if you look at this, it's not very rivery, right? It's pretty dry around here. Some spots of water here, but mostly dry. And this is not even like water from the river. This is definitely like a water lake that spawned. And I can tell because of the carving in here, because this is not this is a savanna. So this is definitely a carving done by the carver for generating water lakes. So yeah, I guess I have to go back to get a shovel if I want to keep expanding the farm over here. And I don't want to get into mine colonies until I have more resources and I'm starting to get more comfortable. But and there's like other things that we want to do. Like eventually I want to start getting into start having well, we need expanded voluminous energy to get better power generation, right? So we need to start getting into the aluminum era. And then after we get into the aluminum era, then I want to really then start leaning into at least refined storage to help out with our storage situation, so I don't have to do chest hunting all the time to find resources. And then maybe once I reach that point, then I should be comfortable enough with starting mine colonies. So I guess that's it for this episode. Yeah, this has been one sitting, and I can see that it's almost 40 minutes. So yeah, if you like this episode, please do comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode.